What is up, my YouTube fanatic, roosterettes, whatever you might call it. Today's vlog is going to be a very interesting one about a story, something that happened yesterday, actually. But before that, let's roll the intro. Alright, so before we get into today's vlog, I had footage from about a week ago that I posted that I wanted to post now, because if I'd posted it before, it would have been a very short vlog, and I didn't want to post a super short vlog for you guys. So, here's footage from last week's vlog. So today's vlog is going to be a little bit more different, because today I'm going to be talking about how finding things can really lead to creativity. And when I mean finding things, I usually mean, I don't know, in the garbage. So yeah. So today I was walking my dog, and I stumbled upon this thing right here. Now, do I know what it is? No, I have no freaking clue what it is. All I know is that it has arcade written on it, and that kind of triggered my gamer instincts, and I just grabbed it and I brought it over here. And this was sitting in someone's trash, so this was gonna go, somewhere. It's gonna end up in a landfill somewhere. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna make something interesting of this. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna shoot a vlog of me making something like this, but I can share what kind of ideas I could get for this. For example, I have a Raspberry Pi that I could hook up to this with a monitor and grab my two SNES controllers, and I have a personal arcade. Plus, I could do a little bit of more modifications to it, do a couple of things here and there, and it's gonna look really cool. Plus, whenever I have guests over, all I have to do is just plug it up, and it's working. So yeah, this is a really cool find. Okay, so to deviate a little bit from the whole creating my own arcade thing, I just saw this. So here I'm looking at the merchandise for the new Star Wars coming out. Sure, we're not going to see Qui-Gon in that one, or obviously we're going to see Lando. And sure, we're not going to see Luke Skywalker, but then Maz is here. And I'm thinking, the packaging looks like for the new movie, so maybe she is going to show up in the new Solo movie, and we're going to figure out who she is and where she came from in this new Solo movie. Oh, and another thing, I just wanted to point out that right there says Kessel Guard. Yeah, Kessel Guard. So I think that's a big spoiler as to what Solo is going to be about. And everybody has been wanting to know about the Kessel Run, so there you go. There's a spoiler. Bingo. Just your friendly intermission. Back to our regularly scheduled vlog. And we're back. Alright, so today is going to be a cool little story that happened yesterday. I wouldn't say cool, but I would say definitely a surprising story. It starts off with me going out with my dog yesterday. Now, I didn't catch any of this on camera or anything, but I did go out with my dog. It was like around 8 o'clock maybe. I took out my dogs to go for a walk. And I saw a guy sitting on the street corner of my house, and he was shirtless. He had no shoes. He was wearing his pants, kind of low. And, my instincts were that this guy was probably drugged, or this guy was, not really in the mood for people to talk to him. That's kind of the vibe that he was giving, that he didn't want anybody bothering him, and he just wanted his privacy. So that's what he was, basically looking like. When I saw him, my head kind of split into two different realms. One this person is alone and doesn't want to be bothered and would like to just stay by themselves. And 2 would be that this person really needs help. So I went back inside, I told my mom, and my mom saw the person, and her first instincts were very similar to mine, which was, this person doesn't want to be alone, this person might want to rob our houses or something, which is bizarre, right? Because, I mean, where I live, we have security. Except security here, let's be honest, they don't do crap. They really don't do crap where I live. They just drive around and they stay on their phones all day. Now, last night, my mom saw the person and said, hey, why don't you call security and get them over here to check him out? So I tried calling security, and security didn't do anything. And then I checked out the window after calling security, and they didn't answer. I looked out the window and I saw him laying down on the other side of the street, like across the street from my house. So I was like, that's weird. Then my mom saw him and she was like, we have to help this person. My mom was like, they're not answering, the security office isn't answering, let's go talk to them, because they normally stay parked at the clubhouse that we have here in my area. So we went ahead and we went to the clubhouse, and there was no one there. No security. So that just goes to show that security really isn't that reliable. We have a neighbor of ours who kind of keeps us up to date on everything that happens in our area. And we turned to her and we're like, hey, there's this guy out there, we don't know what's going on, we need your help. So she and her friend, who's also one of our neighbors, followed us to where the guy was, and they helped. They talked to him and saw what was going on, and and in that moment too, I still had the two sides of my brain working. One side saying there's somebody might want to hurt you in some sort of way. He might have a weapon and might want to hurt you, so you keep your distance. And secondly, you want to help out this person. So that's where the latter was still working. So 2 neighbors went, checked him out, and they said that he was there because he hurt his leg and he couldn't call his parents or anything. And what I was surprised is, why didn't he call somebody, right? And that was my main concern. Why didn't he call anybody to come help him out? We went and asked him, and he was like, well, my parents got into a fight, and they don't want me in the house and everything. I just left the house with whatever I had on, and I just came walking in this direction. And that is the moment where my mind immediately flipped. And it went from, this person has a weapon, to this person needs help. So luckily our neighbors said, you know what, let's call the police and let's resolve this. So they called the police, and this is the moment where you have to be thankful that you have law enforcement nearby. And they called the police, and the police were literally there in it was less than 10 minutes. I mean, that was really fast. And I tried calling security, and security did nothing. They passed by that guy 3 or 4 different times, and they didn't do squat. Security here didn't do squat, which goes to show that security here really doesn't do much. So police came in less than 10 minutes. They showed up. There was 2 guys who showed up. They got out of the car. They were extremely nice, and they were like, hey, is everything okay? How can we help you? How long have you been in the city? What's been going on? And they were super calm and super collect with this guy, and I have to say, these guys were extremely professional in what they were doing. So afterwards came fire rescue. So we had a fire truck outside the house, and the guy was, you know, there was like maybe 4 or 5 fire rescue people there, and they were super calm, and they were like, hey, how's everything doing? There was one guy who sat down with the man who was on the ground. By the way, the guy was only 22 years old, so only 2 years older than I am, and he was going through a rough time. So I start to value my mom's instincts now, so it's like surprising. And then they checked him out and everything, and then we come to find out that the guy actually has schizophrenia, which is surprising that he didn't take his meds, and he was kind of, you know, they were kind of like in a sort of dazed state. And luckily, they got the number to one of his relatives. They called them, and they said that they would meet him at the hospital, and then an ambulance came, took him, and that was, you know, that was the moment when everything came together. So what am I trying to say with this whole story is that we have to kind of put in our heads that there exists this one thing where, you know, no matter what, especially in a situation like this, we have to value that, you know, when someone needs help, you know, don't be afraid to turn to that person and say, hey, is everything okay? You know, that sort of thing. And we kind of create this sort of preconception in our heads that these are people who probably want to hurt us or probably wants to create some sort of harm to us. And in this case, it wasn't even close to that. It was just someone going through a hard time. And especially living where I live, and with the recent kind of attention that this area has had because of, you know, a lot of crime that's been happening, a lot of people been robbed in this area that I lived in, it's been tough. So you don't know how to react in a situation like this. And I think that specifically in this situation, I feel like it's really important for people to go and help, you know, someone who's, you know, might not look like they want attention or anything, but they might need your help in some sort of way. So go out of your comfort zone and go and help out these people, because you never know. You really never know what this person is going through. So yeah, that's my message for you guys today. And time to go back. And for all of you asking what's with all the panting in the background, yep, it's the pup. It's my pup. So now cut to me a day later, not knowing how to finish off yesterday's vlog. I know, it sucked. But yeah, I think just this walk will do. But like I said, that project that I was working on, I'll continue to work on it and see what I can do with it. But I am gonna, you know, add a couple things to that thing, you know, make it look really cool. And then whenever I have visitors home, I'll use that one thing to, you know, for entertainment. So that'll be really cool. So thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoy this video, go ahead and click the like button, you know, and subscribe again. And leave a comment down below and give me some ideas as to what you think I could add on to that piece of furniture with arcade written on it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for my walk. And I got my dog with me. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.